under the bright lights of Monte Carlo. A storm of anticipation swirled through the arena. Fans from Kazakhstan to England filled the seats, carrying flags, chants, and the kind of nervous excitement that comes before witnessing something unforgettable. At the center of that charged energy stood Gennady GGG Golovkin, a man whose reputation traveled faster than any punch he had ever thrown. Undefeated, unshaken, and feared by the middleweight world, Golovkin carried the aura of a fighter born for destruction. His footwork was silent, but his presence was thunder. Across the ring, representing St. Helens, England, stood Martin Murray, a man carved out of grit and persistence, a fighter who had walked into enemy territory more than once and refused to surrender to anyone's reputation. He wasn't just here to survive. He was here to stand against the most feared puncher of the modern middleweight era. As the opening bell rang, the atmosphere shifted instantly. The early rounds became a tense chess match, Murray circling, framing Golovkin with the jab, trying to control distance, while GGG stalked with slow-burning menace. Every step from Golovkin felt like a countdown. Every feint, a warning. Murray landed sharp counters, earning roars from the crowd, but the thud-deafening echo of Golovkin's early body shots reminded everyone why the division feared this man. Murray felt the weight, felt the pressure, yet refused to blink. With every exchange, the arena crackled. This wasn't just boxing. It was a test of will, a clash of destiny. And as the rounds unfolded, Golovkin's quiet patience began to show the outlines of a story that would soon turn violent. The middle rounds became the battleground where the true identities of both warriors emerged. Golovkin advanced with mechanical confidence, cutting off the ring like a man tightening a noose, forcing Murray into corners, into ropes, into choices that no fighter wants to make. Each Golovkin jab snapped like a whip, clean, disciplined, punishing. Murray fired back with gritty determination, landing combinations that drew gasps from the crowd. He showed heart, bravery, and defiance. But the momentum began to tilt. Golovkin wasn't just hitting him. He was breaking him down, layer by layer. In the fifth round, Golovkin found his opening. A sharp right hand crashed through Murray's guard, dropping him to the canvas like a collapsing pillar. Murray rose, fighting the fog, and the crowd erupted. Not in moments later, Golovkin struck again, a brutal flurry sending Murray down for the second time. Still, Murray stood back up. Still, he refused to fold. That defiance only fueled Golovkin, who entered the later rounds with a predator's precision. Golovkin hunted the body, punishing ribs, draining breath, forcing Murray into survival mode. But Murray's spirit was iron. Every time Golovkin pushed forward, Murray's heart pushed back. The crowd rallied behind him, sensing the impossible. A man fighting not just Golovkin, but physics itself. And through all the violence, Golovkin remained frighteningly composed. He smelled the end coming, felt the momentum, and continued marching forward, knowing that each exchange was pulling Murray deeper into danger. By round 10, the ring had become a storm, and Golovkin was the force at its center. Entering the championship rounds, the atmosphere inside the arena had transformed completely. Fans watched with a mix of admiration and dread, sensing that the final chapter was approaching. Murray, battered but unbroken, fought with the heart of a man who refused to surrender his dream. His face showed the story of every punch he'd taken, every second he'd fought back, when logic screamed at him to stop. But Golovkin, cold, focused, relentless, was no longer probing, no longer studying. He was finishing. Early in the 11th, Golovkin unleashed a savage barrage, a right hand, then a left hook, then another crushing shot that forced Murray backward, unable to hold his ground. The ropes